We left at 4 o'clock this morning and drove down to London, and we've parked in central London, and we just walked. It was nice and quiet. It was lovely. I've never seen London so peaceful. I lived in London for over 20 years and never once came to any of these big events, but I think the coronation of the King is a really significant moment, and I really want to be here to celebrate and enjoy the atmosphere with everyone else. It's hopefully our daughter, it will be a fantastic memory for her in the future.
Everyone really comes together as a community, and I think it's a lovely thing to do each. And it's not really an occasion that happens often, so I think it's a lovely thing to do.
We're study abroad students, so we've been here for 4 months now, and we just thought it'd be really cool to come see this in person.
Because you can never really say that you did that only like once in a lifetime.
No, we've seen it on like video at home, but this is definitely special just being here.
Carsten Schütz, I have come from Germany here just for the coronation. So, and I'm a bit of a royalist from the German continent. Yeah, I arrived on Thursday, spent yesterday the day in London, and now I'm here to see the King. Yeah, I'm full of admiration for the British Empire and for England and its tradition, culture, and its even its law system. I'm a judge in Germany, and so it's for me, especially as a German, an important day to stay here. I was full of admiration for his mother, Queen Elizabeth II, and we Germans have to be still thankful for the freedom we have. And this is also something the British gave us by fighting against our forefathers. So I think we should be glad, and so I'm here to wave to the King. Yeah.
I think they need to be kept because otherwise we're losing so many traditions, and the royal family are just that constant. Charity work, everything. They're like the symbol of England and UK.
I think they work so hard for the country, much more than what most people appreciate, and it's all part of our heritage, and the pomp and the pageant, it's just amazing. It's wonderful.
It makes us special, doesn't it?
Yes.
We stand out in the world that we're special because we've got a monarchy.
Yes. And they've always been a backbone in hard times, yeah.
Well, I think the royal family remains like an institution to this nation, and I think it's a common thing that brings everyone together, and that really gives it a significance, which means you can't really enjoy it in front of a TV and you need to be there living the moment. It's mainly to do with the fact that their story is one that's not linear. It's multifaceted, and well, there's been tragedies, there's been crises, there's been drama across them. They've remained a calm and stabling body to this nation. So I think that's what interests me. They're not an institution, but they've become a body that's interwoven into the fabric of this nation.
We planned it as soon as we knew. We came up for the Jubilee, you see, and then we enjoyed it so much we wanted to come up for the coronation. And we're royalists, so we really love the royal family and tradition and custom.
Tradition of the royal family. The royal family has changed over a long time. I mean, they pay tax now. If you take the Duchy of Cornwall estates, that raises a lot of money. That pays tax as well. So they're not excluded anymore. King Charles introduced the royal family to paying tax many years ago because he thought it was the right thing to do. And he's done a lot for the environment as well. So it's a good thing, yeah.
I was excited to see it, so I was ready. And it's really fun to just see all of the celebration because you might not see it again for a long time.
Yes, because to see a new king and see if anything changes and what it'll be like in the future.
Oh, very happy, yes.
Why are you so happy?
Well, we've got a new king being crowned today. We stayed here last night on the Mall, spent the night out in the
no tent
in the rain. No tent, just in a chair. Well, because we've got a lot of great traditions in this country, and we love our monarchy, love our country. So we want to welcome the new king being crowned today. So,
and it's history.
Yeah.
You know, this is something that has happened for over 1,000 years in this country, but the first time in over 70 years. You know, so it's a wonderful thing to have the opportunity to come and see. And we've both served, you know, we were both in the military, and then I was a police officer for 30 years, so we've sworn allegiance to the Queen. She was our boss, and now we do it for the King.
There's still a lot of argument about royal family. What's your personal opinion about
to keep them?
Oh, totally.
Allow them spend money or whatever.
Totally.
Yeah, spend as much money as we can on them.
And I don't think there's a lot of argument. You see a lot on social media, but that's from the people who want to make the argument. The people who support the monarchy, as you can see here, they don't get involved. And I certainly more than half, maybe 3/4 of the population support the monarchy, I believe.
Why do you think it's important for you to keep the royal family?
It's heritage. It's heritage. And I think it's good to have a non-political head of state rather than a political head of state. I think a political head of state will always divide because they will have loyalty to one side rather than the other, although they represent all people. There's no politics involved in the monarchy.
Do you think the royal family still play the role to keep the moral standard in the society?
It's a difficult question. You're getting very political now. You know, I believe that they do their best to maintain that. But like us, they're only human.
Yeah.
Everybody makes mistakes somewhere along the line. They will make mistakes somewhere along the line. You know, it's a great monarchy, and the British public love them.
And it's been maintained for all those years. And the only time after the English Civil War that the monarchy was taken away, it was soon reinstated because it was needed in this country and it's valued in this country by the people and also the politicians.